Hi, you guys. It's me, Kisma, and I'm here at Visionary Artist Path.
Hi, you
Twitch
guys. It's me,
TV.
Kisma,
And I am. Oh gosh, I got to make sure that you can hear me. So just.
I am. Oh gosh, I got to make sure that you can.
Yeah. So I'm here. And struggling with the equipment as always, but it is Art Journal Sunday, and today the art journal I'm going to work in is of course the one that I have been working in, and but I'm going to work with texture paste, and I'll show you all that texture paste and stencils, and really looking at that as part of our work. So I wanted to start here to say hi and to welcome you, and then of course, as always, I'm going to go right there to that art journal workstation. So I'll turn off this camera and mic, and I'll slip over there, and then I'll periodically come back and check. Okay. So without further ado, here we go. All right, here. Whoops, hold on. All right. Here I am. Without further ado, Art Journal Sunday. Okay. So we are going to work in this journal again. Remember, we created let's see, we created this, right? We did this one, and we created it out of something like this. And I'm going to return to these, but that'll be after we're done with this spread. So I'm feeling to come back here. Because maybe even to this page. And I'll tell you why, because I'm going to do texture paste, and texture paste gives a lot of height. Texture paste gives a lot of height to a page. So I might work right here. So I will put the wax paper in to protect the rest of the pages here. And then I'll do the same here. So I'm only going to work with one page. All right. Okay, so right here. Now, I'll come back to all of this in a little while, all right? But I'm going to work with texture paste. So I just have some Artist Loft modeling paste, all right? Every brand has a texture paste or a modeling paste like this. So this is the one we're going to work with. And you can see it's pretty gooey, and I'm going to work with a palette knife. And I have a bunch of stencils here. And we'll be working with some right here on this page, but we'll also be working with something that I'm going to create, and then I'm going to put it onto this page. So the one thing I want to do is make sure that it's the right size. Okay. And I'm going to set this off right to there. I am the worst folder. Let's get this straight. I'll go ahead and cut this off completely. Okay. Now the next thing I should have done this, but I might end up working on both pages. So, let me think on this for a moment. Maybe I'll work right here in the middle. I think I'm going to do both pages. See what happens to me? I change my mind all the time. All right, hold on. I'm working in the last folio or signature. And oh my goodness, excuse me. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that'll do. So for right now, I'm just going to clip it like that to keep it back and move it away. All right. So yeah, I think I'm going to just use half of this. So I want to focus on I've got this new Bohemian Gypsy clothing line with the company La Galerie out of Canada. And I am supplying them with my paintings, my texture paintings to be used on clothing. And then I get to choose their styles that I want my clothing to appear in. And I'm having so much fun. So I thought it would be kind of cool to just create something very bohemian and clothing oriented. All right, welcome back. And for those of you who are just viewing or followers, you get stuck in the commercial breaks that happen. To avoid any type of commercial break, subscribe to the channel. It's $4.99 a month. And as a subscriber, you will never see another commercial. Unfortunately, the commercials can be 30 seconds to 90 seconds in length. And that's just the way it goes. And I don't always know that a commercial break is happening. So you have to be patient with me. But I want to welcome all my viewers today. And you probably missed me ripping this, but I have a new clothing line named Bohemian Gypsy that can be found on my visionaryartistpath.com website. And I'm going to create something that's a little fashion oriented. So let's see, I think I'm going to make a skirt like this. I'm going to use texture paste on it. Let's make a blouse. So let's put the blouse like this. like this. Okay. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe I'll make this not so cool. All right. So this is what I'm going to use as the foundation for my texture paste, okay? My template. Now, so you see what's going to happen is on this page, I'm going to eventually adhere them, right? And there will be some words here and there will be some different things happening, but this is the idea. And let's work on this because the texture paste has to dry. So we won't finish this today. That'll be next week, but it'll allow it to begin its drying process. All right. Oh, let's look. I've got different stencils here that I want to put on top of this. And like that could be really cool for the front of the dress. You see that? And something like this, even flowers on that, or something like this on the skirt. Or something big like this. That might be too big. Maybe I'll save that for something else. So I think it's gonna be these flowers. I'll do these flowers on this. Okay. And I think I'll do that. Okay. So here we go. So hold on, let me grab some artist tape. I'm just securing it so that, see, it's like that. Okay. Now I work with a wide and a flat spatula because it's easier to spread. And the trick to working with texture paste is to go down. So you start at the top and then you go down. And you don't need a lot. But make sure that you get all of them, right? Any of the template. Okay. See? Mm. All right, now hold on a sec. I have to clean this template because otherwise um, that'll run it. So I'm just taking a baby wipe. Yeah, a baby wipe and just going over what the section that I used, front and then back. See? Now it's clean again. And I might pull off right here, right across the neck. There. And then we'll let that neck, be ribbed. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to let this completely dry. I'm going to set it off to the side and let it completely dry. All right, so now we're going to do we're going to go ahead and do the skirt. Get some more. I guess I could clean up my lid. Because once it dries, it's dry. Working with texture paste in your journals or on your substrates is so much fun. So it's worth it to experiment and have fun with it and just go wild with it. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to pull it off. And I'm going to let this dry. See how cute that looks? There's enough at the top to do a little belt area on it too. Okay, see how that got a little messy right there? So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take my small one and just pull that off. All right, so now I'm gonna set this off to the side and allow it to dry. Okay, so give me a minute because I'm gonna pop over to the camera and check in with my VIPs who are in the Zoom classroom. And I will be back with all of you here in Twitch in just a minute, but I'll also come on to camera there in Zoom. Okay, I'm gonna also go rinse this off. So you're gonna all have to give me about a minute. Be right back. Hey. Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi, I'm just chatting here a moment with my VIPs in the Zoom classroom, which you can't see. They're in Twitch Viewerland, but I'm just taking a moment to look at and answer any questions they might have. And if you have any questions, pop it right there. We're going for an ad break. Ugh. All right, so we're back, and I'm here with my VIPs who are in the Zoom classroom with me, and I've been answering a couple of questions, or I'm going to answer a couple of questions right now. Julie, let me see what you've done here. I would say that that template is not, maybe it's too small. Sometimes when you use texture paste, the templates need to be larger, not so fine. That one is perfect for what? Stenciling or stamping with a sponge brush, but the texture paste, yeah, I can see how, did it break your stencil? Yeah, I wished I would have looked at your stencils. Kathy, let me see. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I like that design. Yep, that works. Okay, I hope everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can hear me. If I've been talking and you haven't been able to hear me, for that I apologize. I'm jumping back and forth from my desk computer to my workstation, so I'm dealing with two different phone mics. But I just took a look at the VIPs in the Twitch or in the Zoom room, and something important when it comes to stenciling, choose stencils that are hardy, bold, strong, because if they're really delicate, then it can clog up the design, or it can break your stencil because it's so delicate. So you want, I worked with bold, so that means nice big lines in between each of the section. So keep that in mind with texture paste. Or if you want to use a delicate stencil like that, you have to really go slow. Just go really slow. Remember, only one direction. Start from the top and go down. Don't go sideways on your stencil. Always go from the top down, and that'll keep it uniform. Okay, let me see viewers in Twitch land. Nobody is saying hello today. Thank you for tuning in. This is Kismet with Visionary Artist Path, and we're doing Art Journal Sunday. And so we're just starting a new art journal spread. I'm working with texture paste, and we're going to be working for about another half an hour, and then that'll be it for today because things are going to have to dry. So don't forget to follow me. If you haven't, just click that follow button. And remember, taking out a subscription, which is only $4.99 a month, is ad-free for you, for my VIPs, and you get an invitation to come into the Zoom class and work with me privately while we're on Twitch, and have me look at your work and maybe give some guidelines that'll help you. All right, with that said, my friends, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate all of you. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and hop back over to the phone station. Okay. I hope you can. All right, I hope you can hear me, and all is well. So we're resuming, and now we're going to go into our art journal. We've got our two texture paste items here, whatever they may be, whether you did fashion or whether you did something else and cut it out. I'm going to set these off to the side to fully dry. And we're going to work in the art journal now and begin to prep the foundation. So I want to bring in, I'm going to bring in a nice soft background here. So I think what I'll do is I'll work with some, let me grab it. Let me just grab it. All right. I've got some raw umber paint, acrylic paint, and some titanium white acrylic paint. And this is the one I wanted. It's Naples yellow, basically. So I just want to put a nice foundation on the page. So I'm going to take a brush and do that and rub it in. So I think I'll start off with some of the white and get that going. I'm going to spray it a little so it spreads nice and easy. And then we'll add the yellow on top so it becomes nice and blended. So I'm not worried about going for the full parameter of the page. I'm getting the interior, the seam though. I want that to really be, and then on both sides of where I'm going to put my dress, I want that. Let's get that little smudgem, whatever it is, off the page. And on this page, I'm okay. I'm just letting it spread. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to bring in just a little of this raw titanium, but I'm going to use my fingers for this because I just want it to be on the edges. Okay. And I'm going to cut back in with a paper towel and you'll see. Let me get my paper towel. Come in and go like this around the edges, just to make it look a little wintry, maybe a little vintage, maybe. See that? See how cool it looks? Let's add some over here. Do the same thing. I'm going to rub it over here. I'm going to turn it upside down so I can get this part. Don't want as much up at the top. And now what I'm going to do is get a second paper towel. I'm going to clean it up just a tiny bit. You'll see. Okay. Okay, so that actually creates a really nice texture base. Okay, I got to get a baby wipe. All right, so now we're going to add some texture in this. And I'm going to get a texture item. So let me grab that while I'm finishing my. Okay, so this is a just a weird little liner thing. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to use some blue paint. So for a little blue paint here. Just a little, I don't need much for this part. And let's get a brush. Isn't that pretty? And I'm getting it light on here. I don't need it really, really dark. Getting it all the way to the top and the bottom. Okay. A little bit more. So I just want a little smushy here and there. A little bit more. Okay, that's good. All right. Okay. I do want to use bubble wrap. All right. Everybody has used bubble wrap. And I want to put bubble wrap, I mean, maybe right around here. So I'm going to use that brown. But what I'm going to do is where's that brush? Take this blue that was in it, just kind of mix it together so that it carries the just a touch of it in there, even though you can't see it. It's mixed in. And I'm going to add a little bit more. Blink. Just makes it just a little more interesting. Okay. And be right here. So you get yeah, that's very cool. And we'll run it over here too. Okay, there's a foundation. See that? Okay. 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 All right, so the next thing I think I want to do is get rid of these. We could get I want to put some, maybe like that. All right, so let's get this out. I'm going to use that brown again one more time. Let me open this up. We need some white. Oopsie. Okay. Okay. There. If you want, right here too. right over the middle, if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. I'll put it right close to it. How's that? Okay. And I'm going to come in a little bit with this brown. And now I'm going to make it, really make it dark in there. I don't care that I'm picking up the white. See how I'm picking up the white? Okay. Just going to block that. Block that. I'm not going to worry about that one down in there. You can smear it just a tiny, tiny bit right there at the top. There. I'm going to put a horizon line in this, I decided. Oh, excuse me. So if you haven't guessed already from watching my stream, I really love the grunge look. I like the vintage look. All right. So I think what I would like to do, however, is put a little bit more of this yellow, this Naples yellow in here. I just want to darken this side. So I'll use my fingers to add that. All right, you guys. Maybe I'll do this. Let's see, with the brown. See if I can get it. So these will be kind of like maybe balloons. A little too dark. I'm just gonna blot it up. See that? Oh, that doesn't matter down there. Okay. So what I think needs to happen now, pretty much, is I'm gonna step back over to the Zoom real quick. So stand by. Hi, you guys. I hope you're all doing well. Look at my hair's a mess. My hair's all funny looking. Well, that's what happens, right, when you're in the studio creating. Okay, so we're about at that time. I'm only going an hour today because this, like all my spreads, is really a two-part spread. And to try and push it and stretch it to 90 minutes is a little bit too much. So I think what I'd like to do is say thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next week as we bring it all together. So you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, everyone. Take care.